Hi, I'm Charlotte Guptill with We Love PV, and we are back at it with our Spotlight series, interviewing some cool people that live and visit Vallarta, and learn more about these people. And today I am sitting with Desaray from my Destinations, and we're going to learn a little bit more about what brought her to PV and what it is that she does here. So welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So in a nutshell, Desaray, tell us how you came to make the decision to leave your life back home and move to a foreign country, because that's pretty bold.
You know, it took guts. It took a lot of guts. A lot of it was actually by chance when it happened. I was in Spokane, Washington at the time. It was cold. It was February. I was miserable. I needed a break. I needed a vacation. So I booked a 10-day solo trip to Puerto Vallarta just by chance. It was the cheapest flight that came up online, and so I was like, okay, sold. And then came here for 10 days, looked around and went, wait a minute, this is just like my old home in Hawaii, but a lot cheaper. And so within 6 months I went back home, completely liquidated all of my stuff, and then came back here and started my new life.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy.
So when you moved here, did you have work lined up, or because that's a tricky part about when people get here, they don't realize that there are some restrictions on that, but that if you can get creative and you can do things online and you can work remotely, that it's totally possible to stay and work down here. So how did you work through that part of it?
I got very fortunate. In Spokane, Washington, there happened to be a big event that was coming, and I happened to have the perfect apartment in the perfect location that I put on Airbnb, thinking no one would even be interested in renting it, and it rented within 5 minutes. So I saw the demand. I realized it was pretty easy cash, but still did not like my home in Spokane. So I thought, okay, what could I do with this in another country, a sunnier place, maybe with less overhead costs? And so I actually came here initially doing Airbnb vacation rentals, but then slowly I've kind of transitioned into more of a complex travel agency. So now I've got the tours and everything all together.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And do you speak Spanish? Are you
Poquito
learning?
español, sí, estoy practicando todos los días. Necesito más, mucho más. Sí, I speak a very little, but I'm practicing every day.
Yeah. No, it's important. I'm taking classes myself, and it is something that you need to set aside a little bit of time every day.
Yeah.
But the people here, don't you find they're so willing to practice with you? Like, they really want you to be speaking Spanish, so they help you?
I feel like they love it,
Yeah.
and I feel like they're honored by it, and
Yes.
I think that it's respect and due diligence that we can do to the culture since we live here and we're foreigners, and we should try.
We're guests in the country.
Yeah.
So.
And heck, it gets easier with tequila. Seriously.
And so you've been here for how long now?
2.5-ish years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So in those 2 years, you must have gone through a lot of challenges. So what seems to be the overall challenge that you continue to face here?
I was very challenged, I guess I should say, by the cultural differences between Mexico and the U.S. as far as a single woman doing business in another country.
Mm-hmm.
So it was something in the U.S. I had never really experienced. We're definitely more for equality there. Here, they're a little bit further behind in that way. So I realized that for the first time in my life, I wasn't seen as a credible source to be a businesswoman. So I wasn't taken seriously.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of had to put my hole in the ground and put up a flag and say, no, this is my territory. I'm here and I'm not backing down, and I'm going to continue to do my business. And the people have actually welcomed me with open arms completely. But it was a bit of a challenge myself, just seeing the difference in being taken seriously here versus back home.
Yes.
It's a little different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. I didn't know you were going to go there with it. I've had a lot of challenges myself, but what happens is the longer you're here, they change.
Yeah.
Because you sort of are like, oh, okay, I get it. That's the way it is, and I just have to roll with it. But then something else comes up for you. But yeah, definitely some cultural differences here that we all face. So tell me a little bit more about your Airbnb experiences and what you write about online on the blog, and what other kinds of things do you offer to other people?
So the Airbnb Experiences is a very small portion of my business as a whole. Airbnb is kind of more of a marketing platform for my blog, which is actually the expat resource. I offer volunteer projects in the community and basically inspiring photography and videos, hoping to get people to come and make the same transition that I did.
Yeah.
So it's an information, inspiration kind of a thing, and the Airbnb Experiences just complement it and help with the marketing as well.
Awesome.
So, yeah, it's kind of a full functioning wheel.
And how long have you been writing the blog?
I have had that blog since 2016.
Yeah, so there's a lot of content on that blog, people, and it's very entertaining and interesting reading.
Thank
too.
you.
So,
Thank you.
now, I want to speak to the people back home because I happen to have a few personal friends going through this right now that look at people like us and say, oh my God, you know, you are living the dream, and I don't know how you did it, I want to do that, but they just can't seem to make the move. What would you have to say to those people that are hoping to make a life down here?
I would say let go of the fears, trust in your adaptability, trust in your talents, trust in your resiliency, and trust that you're going to connect with the people that are going to help you through it. So one of the best things I think about Vallarta is we have the strongest community here of expats and resources available to us to make that transition a little bit easier. So I think get rid of the generic fears that you have in your head, because everybody has them, and just trust in yourself and your ability to do it, because it's really much easier than it looks.
Well, and then oddly, like, the right thing happens at the right time, and you're like, well, I don't know, I wouldn't have planned that, but and it just does.
Yeah.
It just does fall into place like that.
And it all works out.
Yeah. So if now that you've been here for two and a half years, hindsight's 2020. So if you could go back and you could do something a little different, what would it be?
I would have gotten my family's passports much sooner. much sooner. They'd be here already, living residency and all.
So and does any family live here, by the way?
They don't, but
Okay.
they are on the way.
Then
I have a sister coming and my parents soon.
Excellent. So yeah, no, I think it is important that when you're here, you know, you can go through a little bit of loneliness and homesickness, and it's always nice to have friends and family come visit. And so, yeah, getting them hooked up with their passport, because that's not an easy process,
Yeah,
right?
it's time consuming.
And so what's like one of the things that has most surprised you about your experience of living here? Like that you either learned about yourself or that you just learned about other people?
I think, most surprised in my ability to adapt my talents to meet the needs of the people. So in the U.S., I was, a writer or a bartender, or worked in vet medicine for a while, and when I came here, none of those things were just at my fingertips like they were in the U.S.
Right.
So I really needed to change myself to adapt to my new culture. And I did it so quickly and so resiliently that I was like, wow, who knew? Who knew I was capable of this?
You make it look easy.
Yeah, well, got it all on the blog just in case you want to see how I did it.
So we always finish up the interview, of course, with the question about what is it that you love specifically about PV?
I would have to say it's a balance between the culture and the climate. So in my opinion, the most beautiful climate in the world is this Pacific Ocean coastal climate. Hawaii, Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, everything right here. It's the most beautiful. But without the community that we have here, it wouldn't be the special, unique gem that it is. And so those two things combined, and the fact that I've never felt like I was doing this alone, is what makes this the most unique place in the world, and I've traveled to several countries. And so I can say we love TV.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
You.
And I hope that all of you viewers go online and check out her blog. We'll put all that information in the comments so that it's easily accessible. And well, I guess we'll see you out and about town.
Yeah, see you later. Thank you so much for everything.
You're welcome. Thanks, everyone.